Yet we're discussing borders tonight. Let's dwell on social barriers that hamper the progress of a nation. Caste and religion divide societies. The issue of caste and reservation has yet again stoked violence in India. A week after protests by Dalit groups over the alleged dilution of the caste law, the SC/ST Act as it's called, left 11 people dead. Today, hundreds of young men took to the streets, this time opposing caste-based reservation or quota in education and jobs. At least 12 people have been injured in violent clashes in the state of Bihar. Supporting the Bharat Bandh or a national strike, the groups blocked roads at several places. They halted trains, forcibly closed markets in many locations in the state of Bihar, including the capital of Patna. Prohibitory orders involving Section 144 of the Indian Penal Code were imposed in Rajasthan's Jaipur and Bharatpur, Madhya Pradesh's Bhopal and Uttarakhand's Nainital. But unlike the protests on the 2nd of April, today's Bharat Bandh or national strike failed to garner substantial support, substantial political support especially. The government was caught off guard amid last week's Dalit outrage that went out of control, pushing BJP chief and senior leaders to say that they are pro-Dalit. They are a pro-Dalit party, they claimed, blaming the opposition, saying the opposition is conspiring against the centre and they're instigating violence. With nearly 30 crore of the Indian population belonging to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes and these communities, the Dalit vote is significant in Indian politics. It's a vote bank that every party wants to tap. It appears that political parties are not taking any risks to alienate these groups with the general election just a year away, which is why today's protest, which was a majoritarian view, people from upper castes opposing reservation, did not get any political support. Interestingly, today we also saw anti-reservation, anti-quota protests in neighbouring Bangladesh. Students at the DHAKA University are continuing their protests for the third day, demanding reforms in the reservation process for recruitment to government jobs. At least 100 students were injured. Many others were detained during clashes with police yesterday. WION's Dhaka Bureau Chief Saad Hamadi sent us this report.
Students have occupied the streets around Dhaka University in protest against a 56% reservation in the government service recruitment. The reservation entitles 30% for descendants of freedom fighters, 10% for women, 10% for backward districts, 5% for ethnic minorities, and 1% for people with special needs.
We girls, we are against this. We don't need special rights. We are equal to men. We are equal to men and we don't need quota at all.
The government has assured the students on Monday that they would examine the existing quota system and would reveal the outcome within a month.
Those who are participating in the movement, they are now saying that they are not for eradicating quota or eradicating affirmative support for any group, but they want it to be justified, and so they want a reform of this. So I think these demands are justified. Government has recognized it after much pressure.
The protests have entered the third day as many students demand an immediate decision from the government.
Students have gathered here at the Dhaka University demanding an explanation for the attacks that have been carried out on the protesting students in the last couple of days. They have been demanding a reform in the reservation process in the recruitment in public services. 3 days have elapsed and the protest is still going on. The primary demand is that the reservation of 56% be reduced to a tolerable limit for them so that common students have more access and eligibility to enter into government jobs. In Dhaka, at the Dhaka University, Saad Hamadi, WION.